Hi everybody, welcome to week 4 of SW 5030. This week's video we're going to talk about what's in class this week. There are 2 book chapters to read and some things for you to do on your own. Other than the quizzes for the book chapters, there's no other assignment. The readings this week focus on communication as well as a return to the more gain text for anti-oppressive practice with individuals. So the focus is on how to engage in communication verbally, in person, electronically, ethical practices around electronic data and records, and general interviewing and communication with consumers in a way that is respectful to the consumer, treats a consumer with humanity and dignity, focuses on the consumer's own strengths and wisdom and how to incorporate that into the practice settings that you're in right now. 2 other things that 2 specific things we're going to focus on is, number 1, how what you're learning so far fits into the integrative practice matrix that we have for this particular MSW program. So I've posted the integrative practice matrix definitions and read through them again. As you've gone through 4 weeks of this program, you should start recognizing some of these concepts, particularly in the conceptual foundations. That's what we focus on this first quarter. So take a look at those and see which ones are starting to sound familiar to you. The other thing that we're focusing on this week is paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is different from summarizing. So as you learned last week in summarizing is using the consumer's exact words, not in a way that parrots it back or mirrors it, but lets the consumer know that you're paying attention to what they're saying, you're focusing on what's important to them, you're using those phrases of the consumer to keep track of what the consumer is thinking about and wanting to talk about, and also keeps the consumer on track, and also slows down an interview. Paraphrasing is different. Paraphrasing is taking the consumer's concepts, ideas, topics that they've talked about and summarizing it in your own words. So it's really an overview, and you can use it maybe 20 minutes into an interview to say, okay, I just want to check in. We've talked about topic A, topic B, and topic C. Did I get that right? Which one of these do you want to focus on first? So it's a way to bring an piece of an interview to a conclusion. It also signals to the consumer that you're paying attention to what they're saying. And it also moves an interview forward so that you don't just get stuck talking about the same thing from 5 different perspectives that the client or the consumer may have. When folks talk about problems in particular, they tend to get stuck in a rut about how they talk about them, and you'll notice them repeating things over and over. And when a person starts repeating, that's a good time to use paraphrasing, because you say, okay, yeah, it sounds like that's really important to you, so let's make sure we focus on that particular issue. You've also talked about this issue and this issue. Which of these is important to work on first, or which of these do you want to make sure we take care of today? This is a good example of paraphrasing, and I've got a good video that I posted online of Insu Kim Berg using paraphrasing to really talk about what the consumer spent 10 minutes talking about. And she was one of the developers of these techniques to consolidate them in this way, so she's really good about it. So I recommend that you role play that particular activity with a classmate, colleague, or friend, and that you come to class this next Saturday ready to talk about it and ready to demonstrate it. So in the second Saturday class, which is this coming Saturday, September 19th, we're going to split the class in half again. So look at the Moodle page for the second Saturday class to see which time you should report to class. I will post the link for class on the board right after I get finished with this video. What we're going to do is we're going to practice the skills that are necessary for you to complete your first major course assignment. So in the course assignment section in Moodle, I recommend you take a look at that, and you look at the materials that I've posted up for assignment number 3, role play and reflection paper, which is due the following Friday. So you have a week to complete this. So the midterm assessment role play instructions are listed there, and the first half of that lays out what we're going to do in class on Saturday. You also have a midterm process recording format, so that you have a format for how to complete the transcription of your interview that you're going to do on your own, and then a midterm role play example. I need to post up an example of the reflection paper that goes with this. So we're going to talk about all these details in class on Saturday, but it would be really helpful if you would take a look at these documents in the assignment section ahead of time. we're also going to use a document that I posted under the second Saturday class, and it's really the 3 role play scenarios we're going to use in class. So what we're going to do in class is a preview of what you're going to do in your assignment, so that you have clarity about what I'm looking for, the kinds of skills that you need to demonstrate or comment on if they're absent in your interview, and reflecting on that process. So I hope everybody has a good week. If you are ill with COVID or anything else, I know the fires have been really affecting my asthma. So if you're ill or struggling with that, or you're affected by fires or any other issue, do send me a personal email. If you feel that you need an extension on this assignment, or you need any other kind of accommodation for this assignment or for this class. I really want to hear what you need and honor that and figure out a way to make this class work for you. Otherwise, have a good week. Stay inside. I hate to say that, but the air quality is just really pretty bad right now, up and down California. So take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you this week. Bye-bye.